Hello, welcome to the Franchise Marketing Show. I am joined by Kasia from Bluebird Care. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you. How's it all going?
Very good, thank you.
Great.
So tell us a little bit about Bluebird Care.
Bluebird Care. We're a premium home care provider in the marketplace. We've been in business since 2004 and franchising since 2006, so we've been going for over 20 years now. Now, home care as a franchise is a great opportunity for people perhaps who haven't got the experience in home care sector to start a business in a way where they're able to give so much back to their local community. We have so many franchise partners from varying backgrounds who want to start a business which gives something back, and being a franchise partner with Bluebird Care is a fantastic opportunity to be able to do that.
So you mentioned they come from various backgrounds. Is there like a typical one that people sort of tend to come from, or is it really varied, like person to person?
It can really be varied. We do have some people that perhaps have health-related backgrounds. So, for example, we quite often sometimes have the odd optometrist. We do have some GPs, but sometimes we've got people who have been doing marketing and sales backgrounds, operational. We even have a potential franchise partner coming on board who, again, has a little bit of experience in the army or even farming. So it's really those transferable skills that we're looking for. You know, that the ability, perhaps you've run a business previously, so you understand how a P&L works, or again, you've led and managed the team. Because again, whilst Bluebird Care is a home care franchise, it is also a management franchise. So really it is those transferable skills that we're looking for.
I found that some people who buy healthcare franchises or home care franchises have like had experience with like a loved one that's needed care. So they've sort of thought, I want to give something back by doing that. Do you find people come from those backgrounds as well?
That really is true. I do have quite a lot of people who've been touched by, it could be a family member, it's a loved one. I spoke to somebody inquiring the other day whose father has dementia, and they've had to source home care themselves. And the fact it's gone through that journey themselves, they've realised that actually looking for home care can be quite a challenge. And they feel that they can do better themselves, and especially with the Bluebird Care brand having been established for so long, we are a premium brand in the marketplace. And one of the great things about Bluebird Care as well is that we offer a variety of services, or our franchise partners can offer that variety of services, all the way from companionship care, where somebody simply wants to chat over a cup of tea, might need help going to see the doctors, picking up medication, all the way through to traditional domiciliary care, complex care, dementia care, and even end-of-life palliative care as well.
Yeah. And then when a franchisee joins, like particularly when they first start, what would be a typical day for them? Like, what would that look like?
When they're first starting?
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the key things, again, with our brand is that Bluebird Care, we're there for you from day one. So, you know, we do have a number of white space opportunities available, and for those franchise partners who do take a white space, don't know the industry, like, where do I start, what happens? And one of the key members of the team that we have in our national support team is a great lady called Hayley. She's our onboarding manager. So as soon as we've approved you to have by one of our territories, that's when Hayley steps in as our onboarding manager. She's there to help you find suitable premises, to recruit your registered manager, and also to help you with the application to your regulator. So, for example, in England, that would be the CQC.
Yeah.
But again, the support doesn't stop there. I've had a franchise partner who's been in business now for just over a year, and one of the things they mentioned was actually the onboarding support. How, again, they found it so invaluable. The fact that she's there at the end of the phone, day to day. Again, it's up to that relationship to decide how much you need and how much support you need at those initial stages. But on a day-to-day basis, as a franchise partner, as I mentioned, you're looking at managing the team, and it's important for you, again, to be the face of the business. You have to think about managing the operational side, managing your registered manager, who is really in charge of handling the quality and compliance side of the business. But you've got to be somebody, again, who is able to go out, build relationships, think about community engagement, because you're there to help drive traffic as well as think about the strategic side of the business as well. But again, it could be anything from liaising with discharge teams, speaking to people who may be able to refer business your way. And it could also be going out visiting customers, talking to the care team that you've brought on board, checking that they're okay. You know, do they want to have a path of progression in this industry? What do they want to achieve at the end of the day as well?
And you mentioned there was a franchisee you mentioned who's been doing it for a year. How long does it take until you're sort of up and running and like it's kind of like business as usual, like what you'd expect day to day?
I should certainly think day to day, certainly within that year. Now, again, everyone's journey is different and we're here to support that journey. Because again, with any new business, you know, you can find that there are hiccups. It's a bit of a roller coaster ride. So with regards to that, we're here to support you in those peaks and those little dips where perhaps something pops up. And then again, that's the benefit of buying a franchise, because you've got the expertise from our national support team, and then you've also got the network, the rest of our franchise partners who are there, who can identify with you and again help to guide you through those elements. Yeah.
You mentioned support a lot as well. Like, what really stands out in terms of support for you? Like, what kind of things are you really proud of in terms of support?
Well, I think we've had a great investment in our national support team over the past couple of years, because we've identified that, again, our franchise partners, being a mature network, we have got those franchise partners who are starting out. We've also got a number of partners who have been with the business now for 10, 15 years. So we've got to make sure that we're helping them develop as well as our new starts, as it were. So one of the key roles that we've taken on board fairly recently to make sure that our officers who are established and settled are able to really maximise how they can look at perhaps offering complex care. So we have a head of complex care who works in our quality and compliance team with regards to making sure that we're the best at what we do within the industry. We've got all the policies and procedures in place to support those established franchise partners who want to go that little bit further, perhaps want to bring qualified nurses on board to their team so they can actually take complex care to the next level.
You mentioned as well that Bluebird's like a premium brand. What is it that you think makes it premium above other home care brands?
I think one of the things you can do is just simply look at the reviews that we have. We've been a premium brand since establishing, and the business was initially set up by a couple, Paul and Lisa Tarsi, back in 2004, and premium was at the heart of what they set about and wanted to establish under the Bluebird Care brand. Now, with regards to that, we've wanted to look to carry that on, and it's always been in our mindset that this is what we do, and you'll find that majority of our customers are private paying customers rather than local authority, because again, they recognise the value that we provide. Now, how can you put a price on care? Now, we find that again, a lot of the people value the support. You can see it in the reviews that our franchise partners and their team members get. And again, it's the services that we provide as well. As I said, we're there from somebody perhaps starting out on their care journey all the way through to the end. And quality, obviously, in this industry is key. So all of our franchise partners benefit from their own regional quality and compliance manager. Again, they've got a head of that department again to make sure we're doing everything above and beyond. And our philosophy again is to make sure that moving forward, all of our franchise partners are achieving outstanding or equivalent in their regulator.
Yeah, it's really important. I think it's like that rating is like something that everyone's like trying to get. If a potential franchisee or franchise partner watches this and they approach you, if they had to ask one question of you, what question would that be?
Besides, how much does it cost?
Yeah.
So obviously that's some of the initial questions, and again, we have different fees for a startup or a resale, but I'm here to again help you decide actually, is it the right place, is it the right time for you, do we have the right territory? So anyone coming to me, I'm here to answer any initial questions that they may have. I'm here to help, and that's my job, as it were, as the franchise sales manager for Bluebird Care, is to be on hand. There are no stupid questions. You know, especially if you don't know the industry, you don't know how Bluebird Care operates, then that's what we're here to help. And
Cool.
there's so many variety of questions. And again, it's down to the support. You know, what support do I get? Again, we've already mentioned that they have an onboarding manager, access to a business development manager, regional quality manager, and we have a central marketing team as well. But again, we've also got those specialities in those expertise, head of complex care, we've got a national partnerships manager, again, to help our franchise partners build those relationships on a local level that may be a company that has national coverage.
Yeah.
So there's loads of things that we're doing. I think, again, with Bluebird Care, we believe that we are more than just care, and we're always looking at the different ways that we can bring those elements in.
Yeah. One thing I always find really interesting as well within franchises is there much relationship between the franchise partners themselves as well? Like, do they all like get together and share ideas and stuff like that?
At Bluebird Care, we totally believe that our franchise partners sharing best practice is so important. And again, that's one of the benefits of being part of a franchise brand. You know, the idea that, you know, we help facilitate those and we encourage those franchise partners to get together themselves. Quite often they'll have their own little WhatsApp group, they might meet locally to get together, but as a brand we look at facilitating that through regional meetings, we have a national conference.
Yeah.
But also in our industry, I think it's important for one of the key team members that franchise partners have, their registered manager. We also look at facilitating meetings for them. They have their own national conference every year because, again, they're a key member. But obviously, we facilitate that by working with the franchise partner as to how we should have that relationship with them. But again, it's important that we as a brand also work close with our franchise partners. So, you know, at Bluebird Care, we have what's called the NET, a network engagement team. That is made up of franchise partners voted in on a regional level to represent our franchise network.
Yeah.
They liaise regularly with our exec at the national support team. So again, we've got that clear line of communication. So we're able to make sure that data or information is passed along and everyone can have their say.
And then if people watching this and want to find out more, what's the best way for them to get in touch?
Okay, so we've got a franchise-specific website, bluebirdcarefranchise.co.uk. They can email me at franchise@bluebirdcare.co.uk. More than happy to help, and we're on a number of listings, franchise listing websites as well.
Cool, thank you. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
Cheers.
Take care.
Thank you.